Carbs are not the devil that a lot of people would like you to believe these days. However, they might be holding you back, and let me explain why. Having a diet dependent on carbohydrates limits us from being able to experience something called metabolic flexibility. Metabolic flexibility is the ability of our bodies to use different sources of fuel, not just carbohydrates. Now, if we train our bodies to be metabolically flexible, we are actually able to tap into the fat stores that we have in our body. And fat is actually a more efficient fuel source than carbohydrate, and our storage capacity is much higher, which means that we don't need to rely on getting constant energy in from our diet. This is why people on the keto diet or the carnivore diet often talk about the fact that they don't have to eat every couple hours. The reason is because when we're not eating, our body is able to sustain its energy levels from the fat in our body. I'll use this analogy. Imagine having a hybrid car. In this analogy, the electricity would be the carbohydrates running the car, and the gasoline would be the fat running the car. So the car will always use electricity if possible. However, if the electricity runs out, you have the gasoline as a backup. Now, what happens when we are carbohydrate dependent is that when we run out of the electricity, the car just shuts down. We never actually get to tap into that gasoline because the body doesn't know how. So what happens is you have to charge the car again before you can use it, even though you have this large tank of gasoline just waiting to be used. So this isn't to say that everybody needs to go jump on going keto or carnivore, but if you're experiencing midday fatigue, you find you can't go very long without a meal or snacking, you have brain fog, and overall just feeling very lethargic, you might want to experiment with lowering your carbohydrate intake for a while so that your body can learn to actually use the fat stores that it has.